So this is one of the first crafts that I remember having a go at when I was a little girl, and my nan used to mix us up a great big batch and just set up a paste table in the garden and let us play. So it's really easy to make. You can make it from ingredients you've probably already got in your cupboard. You just need 2 cups of plain flour, 1 cup of salt, a tablespoon of olive oil, and then about half a cup to 1 cup of water, just mixing until you get a nice sort of squidgy consistency. And you can use salt dough to make a variety of ornaments and gifts. Today I'm just going to have a go at making something really quite simple. So I've mixed up my flour, salt, water and olive oil. Right, so I'm just going to roll this into some thin strips. So once you've rolled out your strips, just carefully transfer them over onto your baking foil or greaseproof paper, because we're going to continue working on that rather than having to risk breaking our project later when we transfer it into the oven. Wedge the ends together, and then we're going to make a plait. So carefully lifting each strip, and then we just chop the ends to neaten. Then I'm just going to form it into a circle and just squish the joins together. So I thought it would be nice to make some poppy flowers to cover the join section, but you could make any flowers you like, daisies, roses, or Christmas theme like holly. But for now I'm just going to have a go at doing some poppies. So for the leaves of the poppy you could use a cookie cutter, but I haven't got one, so I'm just going to draw out a basic sort of leaf shape with a cocktail stick. And once you're happy with it, you can just use a knife to cut it out. And then I'm just using my fingers to carefully smooth the edges on the leaves. Just pinch the ends together to redefine the shape if you need to. And then for the glue, to glue them in place, I'm just using water on paintbrush. And you just position them wherever you want and squidge them on. So to make my petals, I'm just going to roll some little balls of the dough and then just flatten them with my fingers. One there. So I'm just using a Stanley blade now to cut some very fine strips for a bit of extra detail in the centre of our poppy. So I've just popped a little metal charm under here for now, just to pop the back of the flower up because it was dropping down a little bit. And then pop that in. So this is ready to go into the oven now. I've put a metal teaspoon under the leaf section that I like to keep propped up, and I decided that later I'm going to, when I paint it, I want to keep this area natural. So I'm going to brush a little bit of milk just carefully over this section. And you want to bake that for around 2.5 hours on a low temperature, approximately 120 degrees Celsius. I've taken my salt dough out of the oven now, and if you can hear that, it's gone rock hard. And I love how this bit that we gave the milk wash has gone nice and brown. And so now we can have some fun and paint our poppy. These are just acrylic paints, and I'm going to start off with the scarlet red. I'm using a mixture of purple and black and a finer brush just to paint the middle section and to bring out these little stems. A bit of gold metallic paint on the centre of the flower. This is one of the best gold paints I've found. And the last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of varnish. So I'm going to let that varnish set, and this was another little piece that I made using the salt dough. So just a cute little mouse, and I just put a wire hook in the top so you can hang him up. I thought he was quite sweet. If you were going to make someone a gift, then you could do other flowers or your loved one's initials or something like that.